guys, and welcome back to the French4tef series of presentations where we learn French easily, fast and for free. In today's lesson we'll be looking through some of the pronunciation patterns in French language which can take your understanding of the French language to the next level. Let us discuss them. This is the concept number 4 of the lesson number 4. This is the first part of this video. I will be continuing with the second part in the next video. Today's lesson is all about simplified pronunciation. Prononciation simplifiée. Let's begin with the pronunciation, guys. On in French is read as on, and IM as also on. Simplifié. Prononciation. This C, whenever the letter C, which is called C in French, is followed by the letter E, I and Y, it is pronounced as S. So, or C in the word circle, like pronounce, circle, C, A, and then this T before the I-O-N is also pronounced as S. Prononciation simplifiée. IN is amplifié. Simplifié. The objective of this lesson is to understand the pronunciation. L'objectif de ce cours est de comprendre la prononciation and also to try to pronounce. Essayons de prononcer. De comprendre la prononciation. C'est l'objectif de ce cours. Comprendre. OM is on. Comprendre. We hardly say M. We almost skip it. Comprendre. Comprendre. ON and OM are pronounced in the same way. Comprendre, which means it's a verb in French, which means to understand. And the second verb, prononcer. Prononcer is also a verb which means to pronounce. And then essayer. Why we call this E as A? Because there are two consonants which are following the letter E. Whenever E is followed by the two consonants, it is pronounced as letter E. Elephant. Like the word E is pronounced in the word elephant. Essayer. Essayer means to try. Essayons the prononcer. Afterwards, we will try to pronounce. Let's move forward. This is the guide to pronunciation. Le guide de prononciation. Le guide de prononciation. Here we don't have this U. It's written mistakenly from English. Pronunciation. Letter C. We'll begin with the letter C, which is pronounced as C. École. Letter C is pronounced as copy. So école. Have you noticed this E with an accent aigu, which is pronounced as letter A in English? École. K means like the word copy. Copy. École. Vécu. Cahier. This is V, letter V, and A, like the letter A in English, because of this accent AQ. Q, cahier. As you know, the letter H is not pronounced in French, so we say cahier. So this is the letter C. Explanation. Say. Okay. When the letter C is followed by the letter O, which is the letter E in English, E, letter I in English, Y, which is letter Y in English, O, E, Y. If C is followed by any of these three letters, then the sound for C becomes S, as in the word circle. S, S, S. Remember, here it was K, 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 or here it is S, because the letter C is followed by any of these three letters, then the sound for C becomes S. Okay, look here, the letter C is followed by A, S, C, S, C, S, C. This E is pronounced as A in the word but, A. But your mouth takes the shape of O, like O like shape. But we don't say it as O. This is A, like A in the word, like the letter U in the word but, A. Ceci, bicyclette. Notice here the letter Y. Bicyclette. A won't say the letter A again. A won't say. So whenever the letter C is followed by the letter A, E or Y, it has to be pronounced as S. Moving further, letter C with a CD, like a S-like sign underneath, drawn underneath, which is called CD. The S-like sound, S-like character drawn under the letter C. In that case, doesn't matter which letter the letter C follows, it has to be pronounced as S, circle. Garçon, garçon. Reçu, reçu. Français, français. Garçon, reçu, français. Notice here R is very polite. Garçon, reçu, français. Okay, so C with the CD is followed, but doesn't matter which letter it follows, but it has to be pronounced as the letter C in circle. When C is along with the letter H, that is ch, which is read as ch in English, but in French it has to be read as sh, as the word shop. Sh in the word shop, sh in the word sharp, sh. Chaise, chaise, chaise. Chambre, chambre. Chercher, chercher, chercher. So whenever letter C and H are together, they are supposed to be pronounced as sh in the word sharp or shop. Okay, moving on to the letter G, which is called J in French. Letter J. Letter J followed by the letter A, E or Y, letter E, I and Y in English. If letter J is followed by the letter A, E, Y, it has to be pronounced as sabotage. J in the word sabotage. Sabotage. Look here. Let's see the example. Gestion, gestion. Giraffe. Or maybe you can also think of another word, which is gymnastic. Gymnastic. So whenever G is followed by the letter E, I or Y in French, it has to be J. It has to be pronounced as the letter J. If it is followed by any other letter apart from these three letters, it has to have the soft sound like G, like in the word gap in English, and g g g, gar, gar, grand, grand, g. It's a soft G. Geed, geed. And also same like letter CH, the combination. G also has a combination with N. GN, GN together. When these two letters are seen together, they have to be pronounced as ni, ni in the word opinion, nian, opinion. Like here, magnifique, mani. This GN is more or like the ni in the word opinion. Or gagne, gagne, nie, gagne. So whenever G and N are seen together, they have to be pronounced as ni in the word opinion. Ni, ni in the word opinion. Ni, nian, magnifique, gagne. Let's move further. Now there are some rules in French which I want to tell you. First of all is, usually in French, consonants at the end are not pronounced. We rarely pronounce the final consonants in French. In most of the cases they are silent. Like in the word grand, 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 we don't pronounce the word the letter D. That's the final letter, which is also a consonant. So it's grand. We finish it until N. Petit, we finish it until letter T, I, and the letter T is not pronounced. Petit. Mauvais, AU. Whenever you see the combination of these two letters A and U, they are mostly pronounced as letter O in English. Like mauvais, mauvais, S is not pronounced again, which is a consonant. And the last word, do, do, X is not pronounced, do. Okay, but there are 4 letters which are exceptional. Means we pronounce those 4 consonants when they are at the end of a word. Like the letter C, the letter F, the letter L, and the letter R in most cases is pronounced. Let's see the examples for these. Sec, sec, sec. Chef, chef, chef. The letter F, which is final, is pronounced. The letter C, which is final, is pronounced. Seul, seul. The letter L, again, which is a consonant, it is pronounced. Finir, finir. Share, share. But as you will notice that all of these words are said in one go. Like sec, I don't have to divide the word. That means there is only one syllable. Chef, seul, finir, share, finir, share. But in case where there is more than one syllable in words, in those cases the letter R, if it is falling at the end of a word, like the final R, even though in that case it will be not pronounced despite of being the final letter. Like this one here, in this word R is the final consonant of the word, but we are not pronouncing it because the word léger has more than one syllable. Do not forget, guys, this E with an accent, aigu, is pronounced as A and ER also as A. Now this, how do we know how many syllables each word has? Whenever a word is pronounced in parts, that means it has more than one syllable. For example, apple, apple, apple. apple. That means it has more than one syllable. That means apple. It has two syllables. And sec, on the other hand, has only one syllable. Sec. This word here, sec, it is pronounced in just one go. Same like this here. Second verb, écoutez. Écoutez. That means we have three syllables in this word. One is a, one is ku, and the third one is te. 1, 2, 3. Three syllables in this word. Écoutez. Étranger. Étranger. Parler. Parler. So, in all these words, there is more than one syllable, and hence, in that case, we don't pronounce the letter R even though it's final consonant. So, although C, F, L and R are pronounced in most cases, but in certain cases where there is more than one syllable only for the letter R, we don't pronounce it. I hope that's clear, guys. Let's move further. The letter E is normally pronounced as letter A, as in the word elephant. 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 The beginning of the E, the beginning letter of the word elephant is said as A. It's because there is doubling of consonants. For example, this word here, bell. Although there is no accent grave, there is no accent grave on this E, despite having the accent grave, despite not having the accent grave, we are pronouncing it as A because it has double consonant. Bell, bell, bell. There, there, there. Pren, pren, pren. You see, after E there are double consonant, double N, double R, double N. Bell, there, pren. So we say it as A even though we don't have the accent grave in these three words, but still we pronounce the letter O as A. Letter O as A. I hope that's clear. Let's move further. Kindly write in the comment section below if you still have any doubts. I'll try to clarify them. Let's move to the most complicated, considered to be the most complicated letter of the French alphabets, R. R. Guys, this letter is not that difficult to pronounce in French. It's quite a soft sound. All you have to do is just touch your throat from here, and you feel there is a little vibration in your throat when you pronounce this letter R. R. Little vibration you will feel. That's it. That means if you feel that little vibration, that means you are pronouncing this letter correct. Guys, do not exaggerate this letter. It's not that complicated. Some people say it ah. Don't do that. It's just a soft sound, like in the word bonjour, 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 au revoir, au revoir, un rêve. Little vibration you will feel in your throat in this area, but it doesn't have to be a very like a sound with a force. You shouldn't be hurting your throat when you speak this letter out. Let's look at some of the examples. Rivière, rivière, rivière. Arrive. It doesn't matter if there is single consonant R or single letter R. Yes, single consonant R or double consonant or maybe 10 consonant. We don't have to overemphasize it. we have to just say it as there was single R in the words. Like au revoir, same like that. Arrive, arrive. La terre, la terre. Un verre, un verre. Arrêter, arrêter. Partir, partir. That's it, guys. That's all I can say about this letter. Do not try to amplify the sound of the letter R in French. It has to be very, very gentle. Au revoir, un rêve, un rivière, arriver, la terre, un verre, arrêter, and the final one, partir. That's all I can explain you about the letter R. And now we will move on to the letter S in French. Letter S is usually pronounced as S, and all I want to tell you is one thing very important. S, when S is between two vowels, it has to be read as Z, letter Z. For example, base, because A and E are vowels. Base, vase, vase. Suffisant, suffisant. Raisonnable, raisonnable, raisonnable. Hasard, hasard. And when they are connected, like final consonant, as I mentioned in the previous slide, the consonants, final consonants are usually not pronounced in French. We say vous, we don't say vous, vous, vous. But when there is a vowel falling in the next word, after this vous, we have to pronounce this as the letter Z. Vous avez, vous avez, vous avez. We have to connect. There is a liaison. There is a connection to these letters, and when we are connecting the letter S, it becomes the Z. Vous avez. Mes amis. Usually we say mes, my, mes, which means my in French. Mes amis, my friends. So when we say mes amis, again A is a vowel here, and then when we have to connect it, E and A are vowel, S becomes the letter Z, mes amis. I hope that's clear. Let's move further. In linking, whenever we have words that are ending with the consonant D, the first word ending with the consonant D, and the second word is beginning with a vowel, so we make the sound of T instead of the D. For example, condil A, we don't say condil A, we say condil A. D becomes T. Here we say condil A. Now see, this D has to be pronounced because the next letter is a vowel, which is E, I in English. Condil A, le, condil A, le, this le. Condil A, this D becomes T, this L is pronounced with E. Condil A, condil A. We don't say condil A, condil A, til, til, da, da, da. Like the letter T in French, the, condil A. When the first word is ending with the letter F and the next word is beginning with a vowel, the sound for letter F becomes V. Look at the example here. Well, this becomes V. Like here, D becomes D. Condil A, condil A. Novelle, novelle. This becomes V. Velève, velève. Okay. Same in the case of S, which we just looked in the previous slide. mes amis. S becomes Z when it is between two vowels. So S becomes Z again. Here, mes amis. Petits enfants. Petits enfants. Petits enfants. This S again is connected. Here there is a connection. Petits enfants. Okay. So when S is connected with the next vowel, petits enfants. And also the same case with X. Deux enfants. The X becomes Z. Deux enfants. Faux amis. Faux amis. X becomes as the letter Z. This is it. Despite the consonant being silent, but if a word is ending in consonant, it is followed by another word which is beginning with a vowel. Okay. So this is what I have explained down below. If the word is followed by another word which is beginning with a vowel, we have to connect them, like in the word faux amis. Otherwise we usually say faux, faux, faux. Okay, we don't say this letter. I told you most of the consonants in French are not pronounced, but when they are pronounced, they are pronounced when they are followed by another vowel in the next word, like faux amis. Here we have connection of the letter Z, faux amis, instead of X. Remember guys, D becomes T when we are connecting and pronouncing in liaison. F becomes V. F becomes V. Neuf élèves, les, mes amis, petits enfants. S and X becomes Z. Deux enfants, faux amis. And let's move further. Let's practice what we have learned so far. Vous avez. Vous avez. And followed by a vowel. Bon ami. Otherwise we say bon. Remember? Bon. Bon ami. Connection. Bon ami. Très occupé. Très occupé. Très occupé. Très occupé. S becomes Z, remember? Chez. Chez eux. Chez eux. Z remains as Z and all other letter remains as they were. Chez eux. Les petits enfants. Les. Because S is not followed by a vowel, we are saying les. Okay. Otherwise, S would have been pronounced if we have a vowel here. Les petits enfants, petits enfants. On t'a appris à parler. On t'a appris à parler. On t'a appris à parler. On t'a appris. Here, after TA is connected, on t'a appris à parler. On t'a appris à parler. Les hommes. Les hommes. Les hommes. Sorry, I forgot to put a dash here. Vous allez. Vous allez. Vous allez. Femmes arrivent. Femmes arrivent. Here it will be connected again. Il est idiot. Il est heureux. Il est heureux. Il est idiot. Il est heureux. En nous. En nous. En nous. Toujours ici. Toujours ici. Toujours, usually we don't pronounce. Toujours ici. Faux amis. Faux amis. Faux amis. That's all for this video, guys. I hope you liked what I shared with you, and I'll see you in the next video. If you liked what I shared with you, kindly hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. Share it with your friends and colleagues. I shall see you in the next video of part 2 of the same pronunciation, and I shall see you very soon. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a wonderful time. Bye bye.